Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Uh, I'm so happy that we are finally able to do this today. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. As you know, as has been communicated for the longest time, uh, 1 second, please. Okay, sorry, there was a little bit of some kind of technical challenge. I was having some sort of feedback. We have all been waiting for this orientation session for the longest time, and I know that most of you have been actually very, very curious about how we're going to run this program, especially since this is a new format that we're running this program in. I'm here today to provide you with all the information you need to know as regards our expectations. That's the foundation's expectations of you as a mentor or a coach. Really, this session is mainly targeted towards the coaches, but there will also be some information that would apply to mentors as well. So, for example, I would just briefly go over who a coach is and who a TEF mentor is, and the roles you're going to play over the course of the year. Without much further ado, I would just share the little presentation I have, that I have prepared for you. Okay, I just want to confirm that you all would be able to see my screen. So right now, as you know, this is the 2021 program, and we have the 2021 entrepreneurship program where the entrepreneurs are currently going through the training, and they have to complete modules, they have to complete quizzes, and at the end of all of this, they're going to develop something like an abridged business plan. They're also going to pitch a pitch deck of sorts to a panel of judges, and then based on their performance and their performance through the program, they will then become or considered eligible for seed capital, after which they would be inducted into our alumni network. So okay. So this, like I said, this is the objective of this orientation. So at the end of this session, I would have given you enough information that would help you understand the concept and the roles of becoming or being a coach in our program. You will be familiar with the responsibilities and benefits for participating in our program. We would have been able to effectively guide and or will teach you how to effectively guide and coach the entrepreneurs you're grouped with towards program success. You would also be made to understand the importance and purpose of submitting reports. That's like an important part. And then you will know how to reach out to the foundation, whom to reach out to if you have any further inquiries. So I also want to mention that this this session is going to be co-facilitated by my colleague Miriam. I'm sure quite a number of you already know Miriam. She's the customer experience executive for the Tony Elumelu Foundation, and her French is perfect, very amazing. So she will just also translate this session into French for the benefit of the mentors and the coaches who are not so conversant with English. So, Miriam.
Bonjour à tous comme mon collègue a déjà dit, je m'appelle Mwama Myriam et je travaille avec la fondation. Je suis la responsable du service de la comment dirais-je, je suis la responsable du service à la clientèle et je suis ici pour pour oncle la section avec mon camarade. Donc, quel est l'objectif d'orientation aujourd'hui? À l'issue de cette section, les coachs participants au programme d'entrepreneuriat TEF 2021 pourront comprendre le concept et le rôle d'un coach dans notre programme. Deuxièmement, familiarisez-vous avec les responsabilités et les avantages liés à la participation à notre programme. 3. Guider et coacher efficacement les entrepreneurs avec lesquels vous êtes regroupés vers la réussite du programme. 4. Comprendre l'importance et le but de la soumission de rapport pendant et après le programme. Finalement, sachez qui contactez-vous de plus amples renseignements. C'est-à-dire, nous allons vous donner, comment dirais-je, l'email que vous pouvez envoyer votre question ou s'il y a des plaintes, vous pouvez envoyer votre email. Et je vais donner la parole à Moyo maintenant. Merci.
Okay, thank you very much, Miriam. So I will just be moving on to the next slide now. This is going to be the agenda of the session. So first of all, we've already gone through the welcomes and introductions. We've already gone through the welcomes and introductions. But one more person I would like to introduce to everyone here is the Director of Operations of the Tony Elumelu Foundation. I'm sure some of you already met her at the entrepreneurship program orientation session, but she's just here once again just to get familiar with you guys. And please, Titi, we're welcoming you.
Hello, everyone. Good to see you, well, some of you again, but some of you that joined our entrepreneurship program information session. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for volunteering to coach on our entrepreneurship program for 2021. I'm sure a lot of you have busy schedules, but we cannot say thank you enough for always showing up, for always committing to the impact that we have taken on to provide for the African entrepreneurs. So please, what we just require is that you provide from the wealth of knowledge that you already have, the knowledge, the advisory, the support that this cohort needs as they journey through the entrepreneurship landscape of Africa. So as Moya takes us on this mentorship and coaching journey, so the coaching will happen first. As she's mentioned, and then at the end, when we have selected the eventual entrepreneurs that will be getting seed capital, then we will onboard our mentors. So as coaches, we thank you in advance for the time that you're going to spend with our entrepreneurs and with the foundation during the entrepreneurship program. And if you're a mentor and you're in this session, I say thank you. We would have, a special session for you as well, as we take you through how the mentorship for this cohort of 2020 and 2021, as we all take them on this magnificent journey called entrepreneurship. So thank you once again, and I'll hand you over back to our host, Moyo, and she will then take us through exactly how this coaching would work and, all the things that you have graciously committed to offering entrepreneurs and the foundation. Thank you again and welcome on board.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'll just be moving on to the overview of the entrepreneurship program. So for the benefits of those of you who just joined our network, if this is your first year, I will just give like a brief overview of the program. So the foundation right now, we are working really hard to become the leading private sector-led philanthropy that champions African entrepreneurs across all 54 African countries. That's what we're trying to do right now. And basically, our founding principle is based on the economic philosophy of Africapitalism. This is the philosophy coined by our founder, Mr. Tony Elumelu, who made a commitment to identify, train, mentor, and fund the businesses of 10,000 African entrepreneurs over a period of 10 years across the continent. And I would say that 7 years into our program, we have basically met that objective. And through strategic partnerships, we have been able to scale that impact. So our goal is to create at least 1 million jobs and contribute over $10 million, $1 billion actually, in revenue to the African economy. And I want to say that this is why we've also had to, change the format of our our mentoring program. So before, it just used to be that, once the entrepreneurs are selected, we will have selected the same number of entrepreneurs that we're planning on funding at the end of the year. And, they'll just go all the way they'll just journey all the way towards that funding. And then we will match them with mentors. Then we didn't even have the concept of coaches. We'll match them to mentors who would guide them through this journey. But in reviewing our entrepreneurship program, we decided to review the mentoring aspect as well. So since this year, we are training over 200,000 African entrepreneurs. We decided that how can we even ensure that it's not just about the numbers, but it's the quality of the entrepreneurs that we're churning out from our entrepreneurship program. So we decided that, okay, you know what, we're going to break down the mentoring. We're going to have coaching and we're going to have mentoring. So for coaching, basically, coaches are going to be grouped with entrepreneurs while they're in the training program. And the mentors are going to be matched with entrepreneurs who have completed the training program. So basically, it's like a cycle, right? It starts with the coaches. The coaches will take the entrepreneurs through the training, everything they need to do, completing their quizzes, and so on. And then the mentors take over and then now ensure that these entrepreneurs are able to now achieve business success. So it's basically a hand in hand thing. So the coaches first start, it's like running a race, right? The coaches are the ones that start with the baton. And then halfway through, the mentors take over and then take it to the end. So that is how we see this. And going further in this session, I will be able to elaborate more on that. Thank you. So Miriam will just come and take as well.
Ok, maintenant je veux parler de vue d'ensemble de programmes d'entrepreneuriat. La Fondation Tony Elumelu est la principale philanthropie dirigée par le secteur Afrique qui défend les entrepreneurs africains dans les 54 pays africains. Le principal de la Fondation Tony Elumelu est la philosophie économique du Africapitalisme et née par notre fondateur, M. Tony Elumelu. En 2015, M. Elumelu a pris un engagement de 100 millions de dollars pour identifier, former, encadrer et fournir un financement de démarrage à 10 000 entrepreneurs africains dans 54 pays africains sur une période de 10 ans dans le cadre du programme d'entrepreneuriat TEF. L'objectif est de créer au moins 1 million d'emplois et de contribuer pour plus de 10 milliards de dollars de revenus à l'économie africaine. Le programme repose sur un modèle à 7 piliers qui offre un système unique et holistique de ressources et d'outils qui garantit que nos anciens sont armés pour réussir. L'un de ces piliers est le mentorat. Maintenant, parler de l'aperçu du programme de coaching. Les coachs sont des personnes qui ont au moins un an d'expérience commercial ou personnel et qui on rencontre au moins 30% de notre évaluation compétence mentor. Excusez-moi. Ils sont chargés de guider un groupe spécifique d'entrepreneurs pendant leur inscription à la Fondation commerciale au programme d'entrepreneuriat TEF pour une période de 12 semaines seulement. Le programme de coaching 2021 se déroule via des groupes Telegram auxquels vous serez affecté en fonction de votre langue et de votre domaine d'expertise. Je vais donner la parole à Moyo maintenant et puis après, je reviens. Merci.
Okay, thank you, Miriam. So I see quite a number of people are asking what the session is going to be in. The session is, as communicated in the comments, the session is going to be in French and in English, just so that we can cover quite a number, or well, quite a percentage of our network. But I want to let everyone know that after this session, we're going to give you more detailed information in a document, and it's going to be in all the TEF official languages. So we're going to provide a document in English, French, Portuguese, and Arabic. Okay, so right now I'm just going to go into benefits and roles and responsibilities of being a TEF coach. So, as I explained before, the coaches are expected to guide entrepreneurs through their weekly modules, tasks, assignments, and provide them with additional study tools, resources, information, and everything that the entrepreneurs need to know about entrepreneurship, right? And then coaches are also expected to provide periodic reports using the template that will be provided in the documents I mentioned that we're going to share after. This document will most likely come out to everyone by tomorrow, and I will explain why. And then coaches are supposed to support entrepreneurs in the development of their business plans and or their pitch decks, and then also provide constructive criticism as they prepare the entrepreneurs towards the completion of the program. So let me just break it down a little bit more, right? So as a TEF coach, right, you understand that the entrepreneurs every week, or not even every week, they're working towards completing modules. And right now, this year, our training program is actually self-paced. So it's as fast as the entrepreneurs can take it. If they can complete the entire training program in one weekend, they're welcome to do that. If it takes them 2 weeks, they're welcome to do that. And if it takes them the duration, the actual exact duration of the training program, they're also welcome to do that, as long as they complete it before the program deadline, right? And during this period, we are going to create groups on TEF Connect, right? And then we're going to onboard all the coaches onto these groups. And you all will be grouped based on language and based on the entrepreneur's level. So when I talk about their level, is based on the training category that they fall into. So we're going to have, for example, we'll have beginner English, we'll have beginner French, we'll have beginner Portuguese, beginner Arabic, and we're going to have them for the different categories that the entrepreneurs fall within. Don't worry about it. We are also going to provide you with the documents that we share is going to have links to the program training content overview. So you will have already been able to look at the contents that the entrepreneurs are taking beforehand so that you can guide them effectively. And then the way we want to run this coaching is such that in each of the groups, we'll create something like a schedule, right? So for every week, certain coaches will be assigned to monitor the group for that week. Doesn't mean that everybody else, will just not do anything and you don't have to respond to anyone and all of that. Yes, we would like to encourage everyone to support, and we're sure you already even have your own mentees within the program that you would already be responding to and be supporting anyways. But what we're saying is that this week we'll have a certain number of people that will be in charge that week. So for every week, I'm going to share the details of what will be expected of the coaches in charge. So you'll be required to maybe host like an information session where you just decide, okay, based on this beginner English category, right? This is the contents that you're going through right now. Maybe something on financial modeling. Let me break down financial modeling for them. So beforehand, you already put the message in the group that okay, you're going to be breaking down financial modeling at so and so time. You can also let us know so that we can communicate it to the entrepreneurs in your group that this is what is happening on so and so day at so and so time. And we inform the entrepreneurs. And then when is the time for your session, you go through it, all of that. And then at the end of the week, your scheduled week, you already have the reporting link, but I will still share with you again to get your feedback on how the week went, who were the entrepreneurs you were able to engage with, but your entrepreneurs even engaging, all those kind of questions will get the feedback from you, and that would help us improve our program. Not just improve our program, it will help us improve how we're able to manage your time going forward, because you all are busy professionals and busy entrepreneurs as well, like yourselves. You're just giving back to your community by doing this, by supporting us this way, and because you're passionate about entrepreneurship, you have decided to volunteer your time. So we need to manage your time very, very much effectively. So by getting your feedback, we would know. It's sort of like intelligence for us to be able to model our program in a way that best suits your need. So for the French aspect of this, I'll just hand over.
Thank you. Ok, maintenant on parle des avantages, le rôle et les responsabilités des entraîneurs. Euh, les coachs doivent guider les entrepreneurs à travers leur module hebdomadaire, leurs tâches et leur affectation, ainsi que fournir aux entrepreneurs TEF des outils d'études supplémentaires, des ressources et des informations sur des sujets liés à l'entrepreneuriat par le biais de sessions de connaissances de groupe et de groupes TEF Telegram officiels. Deuxièmement, les ingénieurs doivent également fournir les rapports périodiques à l'aide des modèles fournis pour faire le point sur leur activité. Troisièmement, accompagner les entrepreneurs dans l'élaboration de leur business plan, c'est-à-dire le plan d'affaires ou le pitch deck. Finalement, faites des critiques constructives pendant que vous préparez les entrepreneurs de concours de pitching TEF. Ceci sont les avantages, le rôle et les responsabilités des entrepreneurs. Merci.
Thank you, Miriam. Okay, so also in addition to what I was talking about before, I spoke about the roles and responsibilities of being a TEF coach, and now this is the benefits of being a TEF coach. So there's actually quite a lot of benefits that come with you being a member of our mentor guild. So the first thing is that you one have access to capacity building resources. So most of you who signed up before the 30th, well, everyone here should have signed up before the 30th of April. You should have at some point or the other received a standard mentor digest from the foundation, which is basically a newsletter that contains opportunities, information, updates on the activities of the foundation and so on. So in these newsletters, we often try to look for like relevant events, relevant opportunities that will be very, very useful to you as a busy executive, and we share it in there. Sometimes we actually even go into partnership or collaboration with people, and we try to get stuff for you at a discounted rate. So these opportunities are there to help you boost your capabilities so that you can even in turn help us manage our entrepreneurs better. we also connect you with high value networks. So first of all, right now you're in a global mentor guild, right? There are members of this guild that are from all over the globe. And you wouldn't even know the kind of people that are in this mentor guild. So if you actually go on maybe the Telegram group, and by the time you're already onboarded onto TF Connect, you'll be able to meet like different people that can help you with, maybe you want to expand your business to a different country, a different continent. You would meet people in there. You're already connected to these people. And then the opportunities that we provide to you, the events and all of that, you already have people that you can meet with, and you can, just upscale your network. And then the third aspect is opportunities for global publicity. So quite a number of you have already even been featured on the TEF Instagram page, where we have a global audience of over 250,000 people. This is one of such, this is actually even a minute opportunity. And I will tell you that through the year, obviously, we are continuing to brainstorm on how we can expose you to like larger platforms, global platforms that can even be more beneficial for you, because it is actually our dream to say, oh, these are the things our entrepreneurs are doing. But in addition to that, these are the things that our mentors are doing. We have a very high value network. We want to say that. We want to be able to use your achievements as our bragging right. And so we would obviously be pumping you with opportunities so that you can also grow yourself, grow your business, and just be out there. And the fourth thing is that you have lifetime access to the largest platform of African entrepreneurs. I don't know how many of you know this right now, but our proprietary platform, TEF Connect, is the largest platform for African entrepreneurs. There is nowhere else that you would see that amount of African entrepreneurs gathered on one digital platform. And there you have an audience right there and then. You have an audience where you can speak to African entrepreneurs the click of your at the click of your fingertips. You can just talk to them using your phone. You have a huge audience. We also have entrepreneurs from across the globe, but we have majorly entrepreneurs from across the continent that you can become a thought leader to, that you can become a voice of authority to, as long as, you have to speak to what is relevant to them, but still you have that at your fingertips. And then the last thing is that in recognition of your efforts, in recognition of your time, in recognition of everything that you've done, at the end of each program, we will provide you with a certificate of recognition. It could be a certificate of mentorship or a certificate of recognition. Yes.
Ok. Maintenant, pour ajouter ce que je viens de dire, c'est-à-dire les avantages, le rôle et les responsabilités des entraîneurs, en reconnaissance de votre engagement de coaching, la Fondation Tony Elumelu vous accordera un accès aux ressources de renforcement des capacités. Deuxièmement, il y aura connexion à des ressources à forte valeur ajoutée. Troisièmement, il y aura opportunité de publicité mondiale. C'est bien, non? Quatrièmement, il y aura accès à vie à la plus grande plateforme d'entrepreneurs africaines, c'est-à-dire TEF Connect, que vous connaissez déjà. Et finalement, il y aura un certificat de reconnaissance, peut-être un certificat de mentor ou bien le certificat de reconnaissance généralement. Merci.
Okay, thank you, Miriam. Okay, so reporting, right? I know I placed a bit of emphasis on this while I was talking earlier. So I want to once again stress the importance of reporting, right? And I'll use an example. So for example, quite a number of people did not they were not able to receive emails. And then upon further investigation, we found out that some people didn't receive emails due to a delay in the system. But some people who eventually did not receive any emails, it was because they did not register. And that's the thing. By not registering to participate in this year's program, it means they didn't report back to us that they wanted to participate in this year's program. Reporting, aka feedback, is very, very important, especially with this kind of program. We need to get feedback from you. If we don't hear from you, we will just assume that you're not interested. So even for the weekly reporting that everyone is supposed to be providing their program with, providing the foundation with, I will tell you right now that if we do not hear from anybody that doesn't provide us with feedback from their own session or from their own scheduled week, we would assume that you did not participate in the program. So you will not be able to receive any of the benefits that I just spoke about in the previous page. You would not receive the benefits of being promoted on a global platform. We won't be able to feature you anywhere. At the end of the program, you also would not be able to receive a certificate. When we send out links, it is actually very important that you read through what we are sending to you. Please read through what we're sending to you. And please, when we ask that you should complete a link or complete a form that is linked somewhere, please try to. And, we really, really need you to be able to read like all our communication. Is very, very important. And we need you to give feedback. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Ok, maintenant on parle de rapport. Rapport est très, très important pour nous ici à la Fondation. En tant que coach, vous devrez fournir des rapports périodiques en utilisant les modèles fournis dans la boîte à outils TEF Mentor Guide. Maintenant, je vais expliquer quelque chose avant de continuer. Toujours, nous à la Fondation ici, la Fondation envoie, nous allons envoyer quelque chose vers email, peut-être Telegram ou bien envers notre plateforme. Lisez toutes les informations que nous envoyons. Lisez tout parce que il y a beaucoup de choses il y a beaucoup de comment dirais-je des informations qui viennent et puis on demande quelque chose, mais nous ici nous allons déjà envoyer l'email. Maintenant, s'il vous plaît, lisez votre email toujours. Aussi, pour fournir à la Fondation des mises à jour sur vos activités de coaching, la réactivité des entrepreneurs et l'impact du coaching sur l'ensemble du programme. C'est très important de nous envoyer le rapport, c'est très important de laisser votre email, c'est très important aussi d'utiliser le lien que nous envoyons ici vers votre plateforme, peut-être Telegram, peut-être WhatsApp, peut-être email, n'importe quelle plateforme que nous envoyons quelque chose ou les informations, veillez, s'il vous plaît, veillez utiliser tout, veillez lire tout. Et le rapport est très important, comme je disais avant. Merci beaucoup.
Okay, thank you very much, Miriam. So before I go into the code of conduct, I just want to quickly address some questions that I know has been coming, especially around the reporting, right? So right now, we have an issue where a Telegram link to the Mentor Guild was the Mentor Guild Telegram group was sent out, and it has quite a number of people were not able to join the group using the link, even though quite a number of people were able to. So this link was broken because it got shared with more people than it was intended for. So when I originally used to send out that link via the newsletter, and for those who don't know the newsletter is going to come back. We took a pause on the newsletter because we're having serious issues with our messaging platform, and the newsletter is one of such things that was developed on the messaging platform. But we have migrated to a new platform, so the newsletter is going to come back from the next edition. So going back to the Telegram group. So this link got broken because it was shared with more people than it was intended for, and that was how the link was designed. I would like to beg, implore right now that please, when we share something with you, unless we say that you should share it, please do not share it. There's a reason why there is a Telegram group. For example, today I had to, call someone ASAP and just ask the person to please not add people to the group because there's quite a number of you have gone through a process, right? You have filled a form that I'm sure took about 15 to 20 minutes of your time that, to be very honest, you will never get back. So why would you now share the link that I give you based on what you have done with somebody that has not even done anything? The person, we don't even know if the person should actually be in the mentor guild or not. We don't know if the person should be a mentor or a coach. We're not able to group the person. We don't know the person. We're not able to conduct due diligence on the person. And this link is shared with the person. So the way the link is designed is that it's designed to break once it starts getting into unauthorized people's phones. And that is what keeps happening. And right now, I am begging, I am stressing, I am anything, any adjective you want me to use, please do not share information that we share with you. Do not share it unless we ask you to, unless we say, please share with your network, please share with the entrepreneurs, please share with these people, please share with those people. Please do not. Like, quite a number of people messaged me later that, oh, hi, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm in this group, my mentor shared this with me. And I'm like, how did your mentor share this with you? So please, when we share certain things, and I'm going to go through it in the code of conduct, please, you need to be very confidential with information that we share with you. We expect that you'll be very confidential with information that we share with you. When we share information with you, you can't just post it out there. You can't just put it out there. It is very, very, very important, please. And this is part of our code of conduct, which means a breach will be a breach in our code of conduct, which means it will be a breach in our memorandum of understanding with you. So I'll just have Miriam go through that with you, just so that everyone can understand what I'm saying before I go into code of conduct.
Salut encore. Il y a quelque chose qui est très important avant d'aller au code de conduite. Aujourd'hui, il y avait un problème. Nous allons déjà envoyer un lien comment dirais-je, aux entraîneurs et aussi aux mentors, mais les mentors, les entraîneurs sont partagés le lien. S'il vous plaît, il ne faut pas partager quelque chose avec quelqu'un qui n'est pas un entraîneur ou bien quelqu'un qui n'est pas un mentor de TEF. S'il vous plaît. Quand vous partagez quelque chose, c'est pas confidentiel encore. Donc, il ne faut pas partager quelque chose important. Ce qui est très important est le lien. Le lien pour se rendre. Donc, si vous partagez, ça va se rendre. S'il vous plaît, il ne faut pas partager le lien, il ne faut pas partager les informations. C'est vous seulement que nous avons déjà envoyé l'information. Donc, mettez avec vous. Il ne faut pas partager, s'il vous plaît. Aujourd'hui, nous avons déjà appelé quelqu'un pour lui dire que il a déjà partagé le lien et puis le lien commence d'aller tout. Les gens qui ne sont pas notre TEF, ils entrent le groupe Telegram qui n'est pas bon. S'il vous plaît, il ne faut pas partager le lien, il ne faut pas partager l'information. Si nous vous envoyons sur ou bien vers l'email. D'accord? Merci.
Thank you, Miriam. Okay, so I would go through the code of conduct right now. And as you can see in the first sentence, all members of our mentor guild will be held to the strictest code of ethics and conduct when administering their duties. So right now you have TF coach here, but really for the mentors who are also um, in attendance right now, please note this also applies to you. When we're doing the mentor orientation session later on, we would also go over this. So the first thing is that you would always deal in an honest, fair, and trustworthy manner. So in dealing with the entrepreneurs, in dealing with yourselves and so on, because I understand when there's a large group of people together, you have different personalities. Sometimes people are not really easy, or people don't easily trust people and all of that. But I would say that in all your dealings with each other, with the entrepreneurs and with the foundation, please, you will deal with in an honest, fair, and trustworthy manner. The second thing is you will not discriminate against anybody. You won't discriminate against them due to their gender, religion, ethnicity, age, race, or nationality. There is no discrimination. We don't want to hear, this is for the Nigerians, we don't want to hear, oh, this is a northern issue, this is a southern issue. Nope. In TEF, we are one. We are one. There is nothing, there's no division, nothing. It's actually us. Because that statement when they say united we stand, divided we fall. This is how programs fail. This is how organizations fail. This is how people fail. We are all one. No fighting against them. Even if, okay, so this is even the next point. Or I will talk about it later, being more tolerant. But let me just move to the next point. And then another thing is you would identify and disclose any influence or relationship that may give rise to an actual or potential conflict of interest. So even at the foundation here, so quite a number of people think we know the entrepreneurs that are about to go through our program. We don't know them. We don't know the entrepreneurs. We don't see them. So even if my brother is going through the program and my brother knows already that he's not supposed to go through the program, I wouldn't know my brother is going through the program. And if I find out after he has been selected or something that my brother is in the program, immediately I report that to HR. They won't necessarily remove my brother, but it's just to watch that, okay, in any situation that has to do with this person, I won't handle it. In any situation that has to do with this person's case, I won't handle it. If maybe he's supposed to be on a panel or something and I'm supposed to be one of the judges, I will be excused from being on that panel. We need you to disclose if there is going to be any conflict of interest. We need to know. It will be better for you to tell us so that we can manage it than for us to find out later. And then, this fourth point, you are supposed to keep strictly confidential all business information and ideas shared by entrepreneurs. We have quite a number of entrepreneurs who are really worried. Sometimes they're like, oh, because when we ask them, oh, during your application, you have this idea, but during your application, you didn't write everything. And they're worried that I didn't want anybody to steal my idea. Like, we can't even blame them because we've seen things that happen out here. We've seen things that happen out there. So please, we would implore that every information shared by the entrepreneurs, please, like, unless it's actual information that you are supposed to report on to the foundation, you're not supposed to discuss it outside, please. Like, seriously, you're not supposed to discuss it outside. We're not encouraging a personal relationship between you and the entrepreneurs. There's also that one. You need to know how to keep business separate from personal. That is very important. But also, I would say that you should keep entrepreneurs, their business ideas, all those things, keep it confidential. We have that information, but you won't see us just randomly gisting about it with you, just randomly conversating about it with you. No, you're meant to keep it confidential, please. And then you're supposed to safeguard, protect, and use all program related information and documents received. Now, this is where the Telegram link falls under. Please, when we provide you with something, please safeguard it. Treat it as if it is yours, right? Treat it as if it is yours and you don't want it to get into the wrong hands. So, like I said, even though some people were still asking, oh, Moyo, can't you manage the link from the back end and make sure not just anybody is able to apply? The reason why quite a number of people cannot enter the link now is because the link was set to break once it's shared with unauthorized people, which means you can't enter that link until I create a new link again and share. But this would actually be shared with you by tomorrow when we're sharing the document. So I'll just ask that you all hold on. Don't worry, there's nothing going on the group right now, like no pertinent information. So just be patient. We're going to share the link again with you. We have to create a new link, set up privacy rules and all of that. So just be very patient. We'll share a new link with you. But really, please safeguard information that is shared with you from the foundation.
Ok, maintenant, parler de code de conduite. Vous serez tenu au code d'éthique et de conduite le plus strict dans l'administration de vos fonctions en tant que coach TEF. Maintenant, s'il y a le mentor ici qui écoute, vous pouvez noter aussi ce point. Premièrement, maintenir une manière honnête. Maintenir une manière juste et digne de confiance. C'est très important de maintenir une manière honnête. Il ne faut pas discriminer aucun entrepreneur, s'il vous plaît. Il ne faut pas discriminer aucun entrepreneur en raison du sexe ou bien en raison de la religion ou bien en raison de l'appartenance ethnique, de l'âge, de la race ou de la nationalité. Il ne faut pas discriminer. Troisièmement, identifier et divulguer toute l'influence ou relations pouvant donner lieu à un conflit d'intérêts réel ou potentiel. Quatrièmement, il ne faut pas parler des informations commerciales et les idées partagées par les entrepreneurs. Il ne faut pas parler de ceci, s'il vous plaît. Si les entrepreneurs vous disent quelque chose, il faut garder. Il ne faut pas parler des informations et les idées partagées par les entrepreneurs. Et finalement, protéger et utiliser toutes les informations et documents relatifs au programme reçu. Maintenant, Moyo vient de parler du lien qui se s'est rompu. S'il vous plaît, gardez et protégez tout ce que nous envoyons. Tout ce que nous vous envoyons, protégez. Tout ce que nous vous envoyons, gardez. Il ne faut pas partager. Pour adresser le lien qui s'est rompu déjà, calmez-vous. Demain, nous allons vous envoyer un autre lien pour entrer au groupe Telegram. Donc, calmez-vous. Nous allons envoyer un autre lien demain. Merci.
Okay, thank you, Miriam. So I'm just going to move on to the following areas for the code of conduct. So there is also the fact that we would like to ask that you follow stringent procedures to prevent loss, theft, or unauthorized use of information, documents, and other properties of the foundation. So we understand that things happen, right? It's really unfortunate, the security or state of insecurity across the continent. But we would like to ask that, try and this is just for your own even general knowledge. Like, please just try and ensure that you have passwords on your phone or your laptop. Like, save things in a way that is not easily accessible to non-authorized persons that go through your phone. And then here is another point again where we're talking about not maintaining any form of personal and business relationship with beneficiaries of the program. So I just read right now, quite a number of people are asking if they can partner with entrepreneurs. The moment you partner with an entrepreneur, they see you as an entrepreneur and you can no longer be a mentor. Let me say it again. The moment you partner with an entrepreneur, we see you as an entrepreneur of our program and you can no longer be a mentor or a coach. First of all, that's a huge conflict of interest, right? And we just do not allow it. Maybe later down the line we'll be able to see some other gray areas, but for now, please no. And I'm referring to when you're mentoring the entrepreneur, because that is a huge conflict of interest. Maybe when you're done mentoring the entrepreneur, you can now decide, okay, you know what, let me partner with this person. Then it's fine. Anything you do outside our program is fine. But while you're in the program, you cannot foster a relationship, business or professional, with an entrepreneur. Please, I'm trying to emphasize this. You cannot do that. And then, if you are aware of any unethical acts conducted by fellow mentors, fellow coaches, or entrepreneurs, please inform the foundation immediately. Please let us know immediately, because we have apart from what we're trying to do, the impact we're trying to do, we also have a reputation, and if our reputation is affected, we won't be able to do anything. If not for the kind of reputation TEF has, you wouldn't even want to join TEF. If you don't know TEF for good things, why would you join TEF? Do you understand? So we would like for you to please inform us of any unethical acts that you are made aware of. And the last thing, which is very, very important, please remain responsive to the foundation. Remain responsive to the foundation, the mentees you're grouped with, and anybody that has to do with the foundation during your tenure as a TEF coach. So basically, while the program is running. So when I say, when I send out emails with the reports in it, and we say, oh, you need to provide this information by so and so time, please don't wait till after to provide the information. Like, please try to provide information when we request for information, because as you know, if information is not timely, if it's not on time, then it is no longer relevant. And the way we are running right now in the foundation, so let me even break down the foundation. There is only 13 of us in the foundation, and we are trying to manage a mentor network. We're trying to manage an entrepreneurship network. And don't forget, TEF also has an external network out there. So those 1 million, over 1 million subscribers on TEF Connect, they're not all our entrepreneurs. But the same way we answer our entrepreneurs, the same way we answer you, is the same way we have to answer them. So if you can imagine how it is, and there's only 13 of us in the foundation, we have to address everybody. So it can give you this information I just provided can give you an insight into how the foundation is running. We are very, very fast paced. So if we do not hear from somebody at a certain time, we're moving forward. We don't look back. We don't dwell on problems. We dwell on solutions. We're going next step, what can be done. That is how we think here. So please try and remain responsive to the foundation. If we actually reach out to you, because you guys reach out to us and we try our possible best to respond. So if we reach out to you, it means we really, really need this information from you. So please try and remain responsive to the foundation.
Ok, maintenant pour ajouter au code de conduite, excusez-moi, pour ajouter au code de conduite, suivre des procédures rigoureuses pour éviter la perte, le vol ou l'utilisation non autorisée des informations, documents et les autres biens de la fondation. S'il vous plaît, gardez vos choses bien. Aussi, il ne faut pas commencer aucune forme de relation personnelle et commerciale avec les bénéficiaires du programme, s'il vous plaît. Il ne faut pas commencer aucune forme de relation avec les entrepreneurs, s'il vous plaît. Peut-être après notre programme, vous pouvez le faire, mais maintenant, pendant le programme, il ne faut pas commencer aucune forme de relation. Aussi, signaler rapidement à la fondation tout acte contraire à l'éthique. S'il y a des actes contraires à l'éthique, il faut signaler rapidement à la fondation. Finalement, soyez à l'écoute de la fondation. Ici, ceci est très important. Soyez à l'écoute de la fondation et de mentorer. Il ne faut pas seulement Moya ou bien les autres employeurs de la fondation. Il faut écouter les mentorés aussi avec lesquels vous êtes regroupés pendant votre mandat de coach TEF. Je vais dire quelque chose avant de donner la parole à Moyo. Ici à la Fondation, il y a seulement 13 employeurs ici à la Fondation Tony Elumelu et c'est nous gérons les entrepreneurs, c'est-à-dire les bénéficiaires. C'est nous aussi, nous gérons les coachs, les mentors et aussi les bénéficiaires externels. S'il vous plaît, soyez à l'écoute au mentorat, s'il vous plaît. Soyez à l'écoute ou comment dirais-je, ou mentorer, s'il vous plaît. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you, Miriam. Okay, so right now, this we have come to the end of the orientation session, and what I'm just going to do now for about the next 15 minutes is to address some of the questions in the comments, right? So, someone asked, can a mentee be, or can someone be a mentee and a coach at the same time? No, you cannot. So it will be the same thing as you guiding yourself. So the coaches are supposed to guide the mentees, right? So if you're now a coach and you're now guiding yourself, how does that work? Do you understand? So no, coaches cannot be mentees. While you're in the program, you're expected to focus mainly on the program. We don't want you to be focused on anything else. We don't want you to, I mean, you're going through the training now. Like, don't let us stress you by saying, okay, now come and monitor this person, monitor that person, schedule this one, have information sessions when you're still trying to finish your own. So no, coaches cannot be mentees. Mentors cannot be mentees. It doesn't work like that. You can only be one. You can only either be in the mentor guild or be an entrepreneur. Someone said we should employ more hands. Let me remind you that we're a not-for-profit organization. So it's not like that they used to employ hands in profit or not-for-profit organization. Also, somebody was asking a brief summary. So of course, like I said, you're all going to be provided with a robust document. It's going to be called a toolkit. So it will have all the information you need to know for different aspects. The onboarding onto the platform, you'll have that information. The MOU, you're all going to sign an MOU. I saw someone mentioning that we need to have an NDA with members of our mentor guild. You're all going to have to sign an MOU um, at the point of actual onboarding. So when we send the document with you, we expect that you go through it. Please try and read information that we send out. We expect that you go through it, even though in the body of the email, I will try to capture the important things that you need to do. But the entire document is actually very, very important. It's really, really help make your participation in this program almost seamless. Also, someone is asking, how long does the program last, the entrepreneurship program? So as you know, the program started on the 1st of May, even though we didn't have the onboarding session until the 3rd of May. And it's supposed to run till about the first aspect is supposed to run till 11th of June, after which there will not be the business plan development, the pitch deck development, all those things. Like normally our program is 12 weeks, but we've kind of like broken it down this year just to make it very easier for people to understand. So that would also be included in the toolkits. You have the timelines, and for everything else that is not included, don't worry, I would always be sending out communications to you all with updates on what is happening, whatever new pivots that we have taken. If we've changed timelines or anything, I will always communicate that with you, because you're a major stakeholder that needs to know all of this. Imagine if the entrepreneurs are asking you these questions and you can't answer. So we really, really understand. Someone mentioned, am I the only one here noticing that entrepreneurs are here on this platform right now asking to be paired with, okay, wait, these things happen. These things happen. I don't know how entrepreneurs got a hold of this link, but this is part of what I'm talking about. Please, we would like for everyone, once again, like I said before, please safeguard the information that we share with you. It's very, very important. We don't want to confuse entrepreneurs. We don't want to confuse people. Please read through the information we share with you and safeguard information we share with you. Right? It's meant for you and you alone. Imagine if your office sends you something and you're posting it out there. It doesn't work like that. So please safeguard information that we share with you to avoid confusion. It's really, really, really important. Someone asked if I finish the test, what's the next step? Okay, I assumed as an entrepreneur. Um, I don't know if okay, quite a number of people must have missed my introduction. My name is Moyo Olisa. Moyo Olisa. I am the mentorship manager at the foundation. Ibukun is the entrepreneurship program manager at the foundation. So I am Moyo. And while we are all one in the foundation, we are different people that manage different aspects in the foundation. So I know Ibukun has shared information on how the training program is supposed to run with all entrepreneurs. Please also, just like I am requesting, please also read information Ibukun shares from the foundation. It's very, very important because we are trying to speak to people from across the continent. We can't be everywhere at once. So all we can do is leverage technology, digital platforms. That's all we can do. We can only send emails, we can only send messages. So please read what we are sending. It will actually help a lot. Most of the questions being asked are actually covered in a lot of communication that we send out. So please do that. Um, so someone is asking is the program for coaches only? So yes. So the entrepreneurship program, like I covered before, is just for coaches. Then when the entrepreneurs are done with the entrepreneurship program, then they will be matched with mentors. The mentoring aspect is a whole totally different aspect. It's totally different from what the coaches are doing. I mean, obviously the dynamics are the same, but what they're doing is quite different, which is why we've separated it this much. So I actually even invited some mentors to join this session because quite a number of people were asking what's the difference between a mentor and a coach of the Mentor Guild. So once again, a coach is assigned to entrepreneurs still in the training. A mentor is matched with entrepreneurs who have completed the training, basically alumni. Mentors are matched with alumni. Okay, so I've addressed the same question. Um, okay, I don't understand what that question is. Okay, so they're asking so I've already gone over what the difference between being a TF coach and mentor is. If I want to go into the entire details, it will be too long and it will be unnecessary for the coaches that are on the program. I don't want to confuse anybody. Someone is saying I still didn't get the handbook. We haven't shared the handbook yet. And that's if you're referring to the toolkit. I know there is an entrepreneur's hand. See, this is why we don't want a mix. There is an entrepreneur's handbook, and Ibukun will be sharing that. Now, I am managing the Mentor Guild. That's the coaches and the mentors. So I will be sharing the coaching toolkit with the coaches, and the mentors will get the Telegram group. Everybody will get the links to the Telegram group. Once again, please don't share it because this is this is confusing right now. Can you be a mentor and a coach? No. So I believe there must have been an issue in our messaging platform, which is why I shared the link to the list. I shared a link to the list, but I'll see if there are like other ways we can put it out there. So you can't be both a mentor and a coach. There must have been a glitch somewhere. You can't be both a mentor and a coach. So we have shared the list, the link to the list, to the mentor list and the coaching list, so that you can get the details. To be very honest, ahead of me even sharing the email, for those of you who didn't receive this morning's email, but I'm sure quite a number of you did because there were over 900 people here. Quite a number of people must have. Just send an email again to inquiries@TonyElumeluFoundation.org, and you'll be able to get the list. Let me see. Someone said I didn't find my name on the coach and mentor list shared in your email. So the only question I can ask is, did you complete the registration link? I've had to address this with quite a number of people. This is why I made so much emphasis on the fact that if we ask you to complete a form, fill a link, please fill it, read it, or because sometimes it may not be for you. Read it, but please ensure that you complete it, like fill the form, complete the form. Because right now, if you don't see your name on either of those lists, then you didn't register. You didn't register, and there's nothing we can do about it. We've shared another link now, but that means you'll now have to apply for another program, because right now it's too tight for us to, if you're going to be a coach, that is, it's too tight for us to bring you on board. And because we're doing so much back end right now, we're creating profiles, creating groups, all of that. So we can adding more people will disrupt the entire thing. We'll now have to postpone it again, and we don't want that issue anymore. So so there's a link out there right now that you can just apply again. If you're going to be a coach, there'll still be some other activities you can participate in later in the year. If you're going to be if you're going to be a mentor, awesome. Mentors don't really start until later. So yeah, how long will the training last? I think I already covered that. Our training generally is 12 weeks. The entire program is actually 12 weeks. Someone is asking for the link to the Telegram group. It will be recommunicated again tomorrow. We will share the link again tomorrow. We can't share it today anymore because, like I said, we still have to, it has to run through Q&A, all of that, so that it can set up the security once again. But it will be communicated once again tomorrow. Um, so I think that is about it. I think that is about it. So Miriam will just right now go through everything I've said, and then I'll come back and close.
Salut! Ok, maintenant, il y avait beaucoup de questions posées, mais je vais parler et répondre aux questions plus vite. Premièrement, il n'est pas possible d'être un mentor et un coach. C'est pas possible d'être un mentor et aussi un coach. Hein? Vous ne pouvez pas vous guider, non? Donc, nous voulons que vous vous concentrez. D'accord? Deuxièmement, nous sommes une organisation à but lucratif, donc nous ne pouvons pas employer au moment. Merci pour votre aide. Troisièmement, nous allons envoyer toujours via email les documents nécessaires. Donc, calmez-vous. La responsable du mentorat qui est Moyo, elle va envoyer quelque chose, des informations, toujours via email. Donc, essayez de lire votre email toujours. Aussi, vous signerez un protocole d'accord. C'est très important. Nous allons envoyer aussi le lien pour signer ou bien le document pour signer, comment dirais-je, un protocole d'accord. Aussi, nous communiquerons la chronologie et tout ce que vous devez savoir. Donc, calmez-vous. Si vous êtes éligible pour être en coach, nous allons communiquer toujours la chronologie et tout ce que vous devez savoir. Aussi, le programme d'entrepreneuriat s'adresse uniquement aux coachs. D'accord? Le programme d'entrepreneuriat s'adresse uniquement aux coachs, bien que les mentors et les entraîneurs fassent la même chose. Les mentors sont jumelés aux anciens et puis les entraîneurs sont jumelés aux participants pendant le programme d'entrepreneuriat. Veuillez il ne faut pas partager aucun lien ou information que nous partagerons avec vous. Il ne faut pas partager aucun lien ou aucune information que nous partagerons avec vous. On remarque qu'il y a beaucoup des entrepreneurs ici. C'est à cause de ça que nous vous disons de garder le lien, garder des informations que nous partageons. Aussi, si vous ne voyez pas votre nom dans la liste que nous avons déjà envoyée, s'il vous plaît, vous n'êtes pas éligible. vous pouvez postuler encore l'année prochaine, s'il vous plaît. Et finalement, si vous avez plus des informations, plus de questions, vous voulez plus d'informations, vous pouvez envoyer un email à inquiries@tonyelumelifoundation.org. Je répète, s'il y a des questions, s'il y a des choses que vous voulez connaître ou bien vous voulez savoir, il faut envoyer un email à inquiries@tonyelumelifoundation.org. Merci beaucoup.
Thank you very much, Miriam. I know I said like I was going to do this for the last time, the previous time I spoke, but let me just go through it again because I'm seeing questions once again. So once again, the difference between being a TEF coach and being a TEF mentor is that when you're a coach, you're grouped with the entrepreneurs that are still going through the training. You're helping them complete their training, you're guiding them as they complete assignments. When you're a mentor, you will be matched with entrepreneurs after they have completed the training. So at the point where they are now alumni and running their businesses, that is when they will now be matched with mentors. Now the mentors are supposed to help them achieve their business goals. So that is the difference. It's very, very easy. So coaches will get the entrepreneurs through to the end of the program, and then the mentors take over from the end of the program to help them reach their business goals. So that's about it. Also, somebody was asking if there are going to be physical events. Right now, in light of the pandemic and the after effects, we're currently not having physical events. Everything we do is going to be virtual, digital, all of that, online. This is how you'll be seeing us. We're not right now. We're not even trying to encourage physical events unless you practice social distancing and other safety measures. And the final thing is that everything you need will be shared with you. So we would share the mentor and coaches toolkits with mentors later on after the mentors orientation session. With the coaches, it will be shared tomorrow. And this same communication to the coaches will also contain the Telegram link, a new Telegram link that is being generated right now. We would also share the Telegram link with the mentors as well. But this document is just going to be shared mainly with the coaches. To be very honest, we can share it with the mentors. We just don't want to overburden you yet. But based on the feedback I see, if mentors also want to have the toolkits, then fine. There's no harm to it. We'll share the toolkits with you. It's just that there's certain information in there that right now we only need from coaches and we don't need from mentors. And please, lastly, remember, safeguard information that we share with you. It's sometimes it can be very hard to separate the data. It can be very hard to separate the people that we're hearing back from. So we need to be able to know, okay, right now I'm communicating with a coach. Right now I'm communicating with a mentor. Right now I'm communicating with an entrepreneur. We need to be able to know the difference because it can get very confusing. We'll now share with you information that you don't need. You will now be confused. You will now come back to us. We will now be confused. So please help us help you help us. Please safeguard information that you get from the foundation. And that's about it. Once again, I'm Moyosore Olisa and Miriam Wama. Come and say.
Okay, so I am Wama Miriam, like she just said.
Yes. So we are teammates. We are part of TEF. I'm sure you've met the other members of TEF. I'm the mentorship manager. If you have any inquiries, just send to inquiries@tonyelumelifoundation.org. Don't worry, it's at the bottom of all our emails that we send you. In fact, it's on our website. It is everywhere. We don't hide it. So you can just send inquiries to tonyelumelifoundation.org and we would address all the issues you have. So thank you very much, everyone, and have a great evening.